Very special day today because I have a gift.
Bam!
This was sent from a secret agent that we have, is a friend, retired, up in Buffalo, New York, who we will one day have hot wings with.
And beer.
If we're in Buffalo ever.
Don't forget beer.
And beer.
Beer
I want Miller
and hot
Lite
wings.
and a tall boy.
Okay.
Again, tall glass, like cold, like chili style.
As long as it's cold, I'm fine.
This is like my Stratocaster / Languedoc.
Clockacaster.
Clockacaster, I love that. I'm putting the Clockacaster down.
Thank you, my friend. That was a very, very cool gift.
Thank you. Now, click like, subscribe,
Hit the bell.
or just like say thank you to like your friends next door to you that live in your house for being your neighbor. Any of those things work.
What?
I think it's nice to say thank you. Like, hey, I appreciate you having you as a neighbor. But we're going to talk about the death of the Hardshell case.
No.
It's we did a video years back about like, you know, where's the Hardshell case going? Because like a lot of guitar companies are sort of getting rid of Hardshell cases within.
True.
I mean, you're still spending over $2,000 and you're getting a soft case now.
Ooh.
But the death of the Hardshell cases may be upon us in a lot of these lines, and it's going to be okay.
I say good riddance.
Now that is just madness.
Do you know where my hardshell cases live?
Mine live in the attic.
In my closet, in my little, as you so affectionately call it, my she shed.
Oh, they live in your she shed?
Yeah, they don't ever come in the house.
I thought you maybe had like room in the house somewhere to put them in. Because I want to keep your she shed clean.
No, I have these like closets, really nice closets. You can't tell.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have all
You don't
sorts of
have
things.
like a gaggle of cases. You're like,
Yeah, it's like
under 10.
Yeah, definitely under 10.
okay, that's what matters. Because once you have like 20, it becomes like this friend of mine, David, who just moved to North Carolina, ways back. Not too long, within the year, like he has so many guitar cases.
Yeah.
So many guitar cases. It's absurd. He has a whole story of his house dedicated to him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think his guitars live
I mean, it's
in
awesome.
Yeah, they're all
I would
nice
like to have that
acoustics.
problem, but
he's a weird
still.
man.
Yeah.
But he's extremely charming and good looking, so it's okay. He can deserve
Aren't
it.
we all?
No, you're no David. But no, so it's become a trend, but we're also seeing it as like an okay trend in some respects if you're a performing musician.
Well, I think it depends. Not all non-hard cases are created equal, right? It depends on what sort of gig bag you're getting. You know, like the Taylor stuff is fantastic, especially if you get a model with the Aero case.
I prefer that to the hard case now.
Absolutely, I would. You know,
Now, is it going to hold up over decades of time? No, I don't think so. But it's a great case.
I mean, I have a mono case M80 that's a dual gig bag, holds 2 electric guitars. And I have been dragging that thing around the country. I think the last time I counted, it has been to 32 states.
Good Lord.
Over probably 7 or 8 years. And it still works pretty fantastically.
So that's good.
That's great.
Your mom and Sean uses the case as well.
He has mono, but we also both have Gator Transit Series. Like
That's the
single
dual
gig bags.
ones?
Those are the single ones. The monos are the dual ones.
I'm so confused.
So I only take those on gigs where I'm taking 2, like my Strat and my Telly. But the single one is made by Gator. And then I have the Gator Ultimate, like hybrid, gig bag thing for my 335.
Now, why have you chosen this route?
It's just easier, man. Like you carry these big hardshell cases around, and like for Fender, they're giant rectangles. So it's
Which
hard to
look
carry
awesome,
more than one.
though.
They look amazing, and I love them, and I am sort of glad that I have them, especially with my custom shops. Right, it's cool to have them. And occasionally I just put them in there and look at them and take pictures because I'm a nerd. But
I'm sorry, what?
I know. Well, you
Sorry.
some people have picture day with their kids. I don't care about that.
It feels more like akin to like if you modeled your children while they were sleeping.
Yeah.
And you gave them some
Yeah.
good melatonin, and then never done that. And then you dress them up in funny little outfits, take pictures of them. I should do this. And then have the pictures blown up on the walls so they wake up. God, they're gonna have such issues.
Such issues. But anyways. But it's just the soft cases. They're easier to gig with. They're easier to travel, unless you're throwing them in a trailer and then you're never touching. You know what I mean? Like you're touring on that level.
But if you are
Maybe that's
touring,
different.
a hard case makes sense.
Probably
in a bus or a van.
I will say, other than someone running over them or squishing them, I think my guitars are probably safer in my mono bag and my Gator bags than most hard cases because they're more if you drop them, they're more impact resistant.
Okay.
They cushion better.
That's a good point.
They're floating in there, whereas the hard case, the hardwood hits the ground and it transfers. Most of that impact goes to your guitar, probably neck.
That's good too. Because back in my touring days, way back in the day, I always had a hard case, and that's what it stayed within the van or the bus or the whatever trailer. And then I would have a soft case I'd transfer my guitar to take to the gig, really, to take around. So once I did sound check, I'd keep the guitar with me. If it was a venue I didn't feel comfortable with, and I would, which is most because I like my guitars, I would take that to the restaurant or the bar.
Yep. Do you remember the Fender cases that were like, they only were half the shape of the guitar?
Yes.
Like flat on one side and then did that thing? I traveled with one of those forever. In fact, I watched a flight attendant just take mine when you're standing there on the little bridge.
Flight attendant or the baggage handler?
No. It was like because you know how you gate check sometimes, right?
You're on the sky
so I'm
bridge.
standing there on the sky bridge waiting, and the baggage attendant guy hands it to the flight attendant, and she takes 2 steps and goes, bam, and just throws it, and everyone's standing there like gasped. They're like, but
it was okay.
it was a Telecaster, so it was fine.
Okay, that's good. If it was a Gibson, we might have a different issue.
I was very upset still, but whatever.
You still sort of live this pain.
Yes.
Now, I see this as a trend within the manufacturers too, and I discussed that last time. This is a way they can sort of create a price raise for themselves and sort of retract that. Now, don't get me wrong, the Aero case from Taylor is expensive, and it probably costs close to what it costs to manufacture the hard case.
I mean, that's true for like the mono bags and
Those are expensive.
some of the Gators too. The Gators are less expensive,
But you're paying a lot for these sometimes too.
Sure.
But I'm okay with some of the, like I've seen some of the manufacturers, some of the big boutique guys ship in a soft case, a nice one. I'm like, that wouldn't kill me. I'd be okay with that. But
if it's if it's that quality, if it's that level, I'm fine with it.
I do see it.
If you hear a vacuum in the background,
I do see it. That's just part of the charm of this.
part of the charm.
That's how we roll. But
business is being
no, but
done.
I do see it as a business transference of just a way to create a price raise for a manufacturer without having to pass on a price increase to the end user.
Okay.
And maybe I'm okay with that. Like the Silver Sky was the first high-end piece that was, not hard cased.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
And that caused some ruffles of feathers, but it makes sense.
Wasn't there a John Mayer Fender before that came with like the really nice sort of hybrid gig bag?
I can't remember. I remember the John Mayer Signature Series Strat, but I can't remember that case. Let us know if you know.
I feel like there was some Fender that did that before the Silver Sky. But anyways, it's been brewing, coming slowly.
This might be the new reality that we live within. So if you love it, if you hate it, we're sorry. Either way, we're kind of okay with it in some ways because
as long as it's a good gig bag.
Some of these little flat bags don't count.
Screw that.
Fender's got to step it up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing gig bags, but that's about it.
I will say the Fender, the TSA locking cases are pretty nice. Vacuum.
On that note, thanks for joining us. Click like and subscribe. I'm gonna go to the bathroom or something. Just have a good day.
Goodbye.